What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily. We have a couple of news stories, some big ones, especially for the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro, and a new feature for Samsung phones for their cameras, and a bunch of questions. With that said, let's jump into the tech news. Our first story of the day is about Samsung phones. This should probably be coming out with One UI 4, and it is a really, really cool, much needed camera feature coming to Samsung phones. So Ice Universe put out this tweet, and in his tweet, which he always writes these mysterious tweets. I don't know, sometimes these don't make sense to me, but whatever. Obviously, Samsung will not promote its own advantages, and Google is a marketing master. I don't know about marketing master, but whatever. Samsung hides good features and does not tell us and needs us to discover them. And ultimately, when you click through some of these photos, there's a new feature coming out. It says, keep your favorite face in focus, catch the action and see faces with Face Unblur, which can a face to make it sharper. And when you look through some of these photos, you see obviously this girl's face is blurry, and then it gets obviously better with the Face Unblur. And then here's another one kind of showing you how it would work on here. And on the left, you see it blurry, and on the right, you see it a little bit better of how it's going to look in focus. Now, the way I think this works is like those live action photos that you can take with basically any iPhones have it too. Basically, it records like 3 seconds before and after or something like that, or 1 second of video. And that's what they're ended up doing. And that's how they can make these pictures, you know, unblurred per se. So it's not like they're taking a blurry photo and completely making it in focus. My guess, again, would be that it's taking parts of that video and then finding where it is in focus and then giving you that as the photo. But still, very, very cool feature, much needed, especially with, if you have a kid, you know, taking a photo of a kid on your Samsung phone can be one of the most annoying things ever. Next up is a massive, massive leak of things that we knew and things we didn't know about the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro. They're all tweets from our buddy Joshua Swingle, who makes this so easy. His tweets are so easy to read. They're beautiful. I love it. Thank you, Josh. I don't even think you watch these videos, but still, thanks so much. Let's dive into these tweets about the Pixel 6 and 6 Pro. So here we go. The first one talks about the Pixel 6, just the regular Pixel 6, saying it's going to have Gorilla Glass Victus, an IP68 dust and water resistance rating, 6.4-inch smooth display, 30-watt USB-C charging. So that's faster charging than you can get on the latest Galaxy phones. 21-watt wireless charging with new Pixel stand. So you'll be able to wirelessly charge it up to 21 watts with that new Pixel stand, which we saw the other day, which is very, very thick. The next tweet coming out is also about the Pixel 6. It says details that are basically confirmed. You do get 5 years of security updates with your phone. So if you buy a Pixel phone, you can look forward to 5 years of, again, security updates. The Titan M2 security chip is built inside of the phone. Up to 80% faster performance with Tensor. All-day adaptive battery life. 48-hour battery life with extreme battery saver mode. Who puts that on? Come on, that's pretty crazy, but still very cool. 50 megapixel main camera captures 150% more light. So you're gonna have very nice bright photos no matter which lighting situation that you're in. What about some Pixel 6 Pro details? So 6.7-inch, 120 hertz smooth display. The refresh rate does drop to 10 hertz with LTPO, which it's not gonna drop to 10 hertz when you're scrolling. It's really gonna be when it's just like standing still. All day battery life, even with 5G. Average battery life during testing was 34 hours. So that's pretty crazy right there that you'll be able to get just the average battery life is 34 hours. Like not 34 hours of screen on time, but like the battery would stay alive for average time. 50% charge in 30 minutes with the 30-watt adapter. That's pretty darn fast, thanks for that. 23-watt wireless charging with Pixel stand. So a little bit faster wireless charging with the Pixel stand on the Pro version versus the regular 6. Next is about the cameras. You get a 50 megapixel main, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 48 megapixel telephoto, 4x optical zoom, and 20x super res zoom. So you should be able to zoom in pretty good on some stuff. Ultra wide selfie is 94 degrees field of view, and the 50 megapixel main camera captures 150% more light, just like it does on the Pixel 6. And then also Corning Gorilla Glass Victus, IP68 water rating in dust, 5 years of security updates, Titan M2 security chip, and 80% faster performance with the Tensor. So Some of the things, I made a video the other day about the Pixel 6 Pro, like things I was really looking forward to trying out, and battery life was one of them, and that's looking pretty massive on this phone so far. So I'm looking extremely forward to trying this phone out when it arrives. What about you guys? What is the main feature that's kind of attracting you or like piquing your interest with the new Pixel 6 and 6 Pro? Put it in the comments down below. If it's a camera, if it's the screen, if it's the battery life, if it's something else, let me know in the comments down below. So for me, it's always the cameras. Really excited to try those photos and videos, but let me know if there's a certain feature, even if you don't buy it, like something that's kind of pulling you in. Let me know what it is. With that said, guys, let's get into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that beat. First question comes from Christian Jefferson. I have the Fossil Watch 5 and watches don't seem like they change much. Should I upgrade or not? And if I should I get the Fossil Watch 6 or the Galaxy Watch 4? It's a great question. The way I look at upgrading, and this has to do with anything, is what don't you like about it, and do those other devices fix those problems? Because if they don't, just stay with what you got. Don't waste your money. New York's Finest, I wanted to look at the Fold at the T-Mobile and the rep said he couldn't take it out the lock case due to COVID. Have you ever heard of such a thing, and how are we supposed to test out a phone if we can't physically touch it? Have you had issues at your local T-Mobile store trying to test out phones? So I almost never go to a store to try out a phone. I'll go to Best Buy if like a new phone comes out and I didn't get it. To do a quick little video. It's usually with the Samsung phones, but I don't go there. So yeah, it's pretty weird. I would go to Best Buy. Try to go to Best Buy. You can definitely try the Galaxy Z Fold at Best Buy. Mustafa Ahmed, hi Greg, just wondering what Samsung usually does with used trade-in phones. Do they recycle them or sell them to third parties? I believe third parties handle it from the beginning to the end. I don't think Samsung has much of anything to do with it. If they even do grab the phone, they're gonna hand it off to a third party and that third party will sell it. So they're like selling them at a wholesale price, most likely to these third-party companies. Buddhist Elder, Greg, I just wanted to know if you could have one console only, but they can have the ability to play GameCube, PS, Xbox, and Switch. Which would you choose and why? Thanks. I would choose probably the PlayStation 5. I like the interface, I like the controller, the console looks cool. So if I could play all those other stuff, even though I don't play a lot of retro games, that would be really cool. But even still, the PlayStation for the last few years has been my console of choice. Leah Manek says, like your videos, watch it daily. Is it possible for you to try shooting an episode with HDR using the Z Fold 3? I'm considering a purchase, but I don't know if I can do it and how good I can do it. Thank you. I'll be honest with you, probably won't do that. I like the setup that I have now. The quality of the setup is good. It's pretty hard to use a phone camera that looks better than a traditional just straight up DSLR type camera. They kind of can't compete, I feel like, at times. So with that said, will I do it? Probably not. Radar FPV, do you see us getting a rollable option by the end of 22? I think rollables will please the masses more than the foldables because there won't be a crease and normal aspect ratios can be maintained. Those are great reasons to wait for that. Do I think it'll come out in 2022? There's rumors about it coming out in 2022. I would be pretty hard pressed to believe it will come out in 2022. I think it's going to be a 2023, 2024 thing, but it remains to be seen. Jimmy E, hi Greg, I have an S21 Ultra. I love the phone, but I want an upgrade to the Pixel 6 Pro just because of the cameras, or should I wait for the S22 Ultra? Just let me know, thanks. If you've never tried a Pixel phone, I would say get a Pixel 6 Pro. I would also recommend getting their insurance plan. I haven't really had any issues that I can remember, but like my cousin-in-law has, my father-in-law has had with reliability issues, and it's not going to be completely widespread, but it's something that I would feel more comfortable that if you do get the Pixel 6 Pro, grab an insurance plan just to be safe. And I'd probably say that about any fairly expensive phone, but definitely with the Pixel 6 Pro. With that said, yeah, try out the Pixel 6 Pro. It's different. I think if you don't like it, you can return it. I mean, that's what's great about you buying something. You don't like it, return it, get your money back, and you can go back to what you have and then wait for the S22 Ultra. And there you guys go. That was all of your questions. Thank you so much. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question, and I will answer it in tomorrow's video. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.